Hey Laura, welcome to day 2 of our Bible word study adventures. Today we're unlocking Apolutrosis, the Greek word for redemption. It's way more powerful than just a simple rescue. It's about a price paid, a complete liberation.
Right, Alex, I've always heard redemption, but never really dug into what it means. So, Apolutrosis. What's the breakdown?
Well, the Greek word apolutrosis literally means a buying back, a release effected by payment of a ransom. Imagine a slave market in ancient times. Someone steps in and pays the price to set captives free. That's the picture. It's a very costly action that results in freedom.
That's intense. Where do we see this in the Bible?
Romans chapter 3 verse 24 is a key verse. Being justified freely by His grace through the redemption that is in Christ Jesus. And Galatians chapter 3 verse 13 says, Christ has redeemed us from the curse of the law, having become a curse for us. It's not just about getting out of trouble, it's about being bought back from a state of slavery to sin.
So, it's like we were held captive and Jesus paid the ransom?
Exactly. Think about the Israelites in Egypt. They were slaves, and God redeemed them with a mighty hand. That's a foreshadowing of what Jesus did for us. He paid the ultimate price, His own blood, to set us free from the slavery of sin.
Why did it have to be so costly?
That's where the depth of God's love comes in. The Bible teaches that sin has a debt, and only a perfect sacrifice could pay that debt. Jesus, being perfect, offered Himself. It's not just a transaction, it's an act of immense love and sacrifice.
Wow, that changes everything. So how does this apolutrosis apply to our daily lives?
It means we're no longer slaves to our old habits, our fears, or our past mistakes. We've been bought with a price, and we belong to God. We can walk in freedom, knowing that our debt is paid.
It's like we're not defined by our past anymore. We're defined by what Christ did for us.
Precisely. It's about living in that freedom, knowing that we've been redeemed not with corruptible things like silver or gold, but with the precious blood of Christ. 1 Peter 1:18-19. It's about recognizing that we are valuable, because Christ deemed us valuable enough to die for.
This is so encouraging. It makes me want to live differently, to honor that sacrifice.
That's the point. It's about living a life that reflects the freedom we've been given. It's about extending that same grace and forgiveness to others, knowing we've been forgiven much.
Thank you, Alex, for unpacking this. It really brings redemption to life.
You're welcome, Laura. Let's remember, apolutrosis is God's powerful act of love, freeing us from the chains of sin and setting us on a path of new life. Let us review these questions. Where in my life do I still feel like a slave? And how can I apply the freedom of apolutrosis? How can I better reflect the value of Christ's sacrifice in my relationships and daily actions? Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow with another Bible word study.